Hello, beautiful people. I'm a woman and I'm fed up with seeing women being in a competition with each other and perceiving each other as enemies. I always thought about myself as definitely not a girl's girl. I moved to United States 2.5 years ago, and every time we would make friends with international students, obviously, and surprisingly, there were only two girls, me and my best friend, and other than that, only guys. So as soon as I moved to United States, I was friends with guys because of our past. There was something in common. And then we tried to make friends. Trust me, we did. But it never worked out. And every time the guys would ask us, we would say, well, there is a sense of competitiveness. There is a weird sense that someone is jealous of someone else, as if I'm gonna steal your man, which, by the way, is not even that attractive. Like, girl, you can do so much better. So as soon as I learned that there is a girl's girl, I understood that that's definitely not me. But on the other hand, I had all my friends as guys, so does it make me as a pygmy girl? But if you would be my guy friend at that time, you would understand that, oh, I'm there to argue. I'm a Slavic woman. I'm from Ukraine, and I like to show you where is your place. I'm not putting anyone on a pedestal and ask you to open this water bottle. No. So with time, I started looking at myself as a decent human being who respects you, and if you respect me in return, I respect you in return, no matter what gender you are. But still, there was this sense of competitiveness, as if like whenever I talk to girls, there is this look in their eyes like, yeah, it's just not genuine at all. But I tried to let it go, and I tried to tell myself, maybe I am the problem. Maybe because that's a part of me that I see in other people. You know how it's very fashionable to say nowadays, the other people are a reflection of me. But I genuinely don't think so. I genuinely think that women are beautiful. But I was like, you know what? Forget about it. I have my group of friends. I'm not trying to impress anyone, get new friends, or impress those girls. You like me or don't, I don't care, go wait in line until I care. Until one time I'm wearing this cool t-shirt that says National Sarcasm Society, like we need your support. All of my professors on that day commented, all of my guy friends, all of the international students, everyone from the faculty, everyone who saw me, just like random people on campus would be like, oh, cool t-shirt, And so I walked there in my headphones and girls walked towards me, and I don't have music until, like the max. And I hear them say National Sarcasm Society. And they pass me. And I'm like, oh, they probably like my t-shirt. So I'm going to look around and smile at them. So I look around. I smile at them. And they go like, they also look around. And they go like. And it's not the first time that I see those looks. But at that time, when it was so obvious, I was like, okay, you know what? We need to talk with you, women. The fact that you perceive me as a threat, the fact that you perceive me as your enemy is so fucked up in this society when we are supposed to be sisters, when we are supposed to empower each other. Because damn, it's hard to be a woman. No matter whether it was in the past, yes, it was hard. No matter if it's right now, it's still hard. We are supposed to lift each other up. We are supposed to inspire each other and be on each other's side. But what I got in return in the last 2.5 years is the looks like this, or the girls talking behind my back, and then I learned the rumors that they talk about me and how much they hate me and how they perceive me to be. Honey, if I'm pretty and smart and I dress up nice because I have a sense of style, doesn't mean that I want to steal your man who is actually not even your man yet. And I'm trying to film this video to finally open the eyes to the problem that we have right in front of us, but we are so ignorant of that, and we try to avoid it by labeling each other girl's girl. You're whether a girl's girl or not girl's girl. We label each other as if it's gonna help us. Help us to what? Share the same body routine? Share the same perfume? Share the same man? So let's talk about, why are we doing this? Why are we comparing women to other women? Why are we so jealous of each other? Throughout our life, this society teaches that there is a scarcity mindset. We are taught from the childhood that there is not enough of anything. And I get it. There can be 10 houses and 11 people. But what we are talking about here is attention, which cannot be measured, is love, which cannot be measured and put into ounces and kilos and meters. We are talking about opportunities and approval of other people. Think about this. When you try to apply for a job and there is other women applying for a job, and there were 20 seats, 19 of them got men and only one of them got a woman. Most of the times, instead of saying, wow, she's so inspiring, if she could get there, I can get there, people perceive it as she stole my place. There were only one place for the woman, and that could be me, but she stole it. It's as if women can win. And where the win is possible, right, in the competition. Honey, when a woman got her dream life, it's not her stealing your life. It's her showing you that it's possible and you can do it as well. Because she was the first one and you can be the second one. Oh, then we have our beloved patriarchy that historically restricted women's access to power, to education, to having a voice in this world. And again, going back to scarcity mindset. Because of that, if we had only one woman that did this, everyone is like, oh, why her? No, she showed you that it is possible to fight the patriarchy. It is possible to get access to power. It is possible to become a leader that is a woman. Another thing about patriarchy is that it thrives on division. It really benefits from women competing with each other because it stopped them from uniting together and actually challenging those inequalities. And the cute thing about dividing people is that that's how the government controls us. The government controls people by dividing big groups into smaller groups. And this rivalry weakens collecting power. So you can't challenge the patriarchy because we are so divided. Because the only thing that women care nowadays, it seems like, is male approval. I want to manipulate him so he doesn't play with me. If you're trying to learn how to manipulate someone, you're literally spending your valuable time because of that person, for that person, on that person, to get this person. I'm sorry, but where exactly is your power in here? And on the contrary, I'm not doing this because I'm such a girl's girl. I'm definitely not for men. I'm literally, you can't get me. Sweetheart, you can do whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be for male gaze. Yes, there is a dilemma when you wear whatever you want. And even though you are not doing this for male gaze, you're still performing for them and they're gonna see it no matter what, and they can talk whatever they want. So it's like you can do whatever you want, but then eventually you know the results, so you kind of stop yourself from doing this because all of that, it is so complicated. Oh my god, literally, just like the meme says, if the man would disappear tomorrow, I would literally wear the most revealing and sexy and classy and glamorous clothes that you can ever imagine. Show me where exactly I'm doing this for the male gaze. In this society, it reinforces all of these stereotypes. Woman is this, woman is that, woman should be perfect for who? What is perfect? Define perfect. And the thing is that women have been conditioned to think that we are naturally competitive and we are naturally so emotional. Women should be in their divine feminine energy or else what? If I am not in divine feminine energy and she is, she gets the better life than me. And that's why we are competitors now. Because I need to be more feminine than her. Oh my fucking god. And I'm not trying to generalize all the rap songs from the female artists. But let's be honest, the top hits that all of those cool rappers are doing are about them singing about another woman who is in a competition with her. And I get it. There are women like this that behave like this and go into a competition with you and act crazy and are actually ignorant towards you and don't perceive you as a sister. But let's just think about it for a moment. We have enough male artists that are thinking about women as things, as tools, as someone that can be used, and just all the crazy stuff that you already know you heard in those songs. And then we have female artists that instead of singing the same way about men, they are singing about women that try to steal their men or trying to steal their men because you're not as pretty as I am. That's literally the example of stereotypes being reinforced by literally women. When we should empower ourselves, that's what we get. And thinking about history, we had limited access to resources, which is again scarcity mindset. We had the marriage economy. So the value and the worth of a woman was defined by how well she was married to a man, aka her value was dependent on the man's approval. Women were literally fighting to get a man. Literally looking at the Miss Universe, Miss United States of America, all the pageant where we choose the most beautiful women. They all have to be skinny, they all have to be smart. Yeah, but they are all beautiful the same way. We all know that that's not true because if that was true, they wouldn't have all the grades and points and winners. If the game has a winner, then it's a competition because there is a loser as well. And you see, I don't blame any woman for being competitive with other women or seeing other as enemies, because whatever we have been told in our childhood became our truth. And there is no truth in reality other than what subconscious mind accepts as truth. But I think it's time to address this problem, and it is right in front of our eyes. And I feel like when people talk, oh, she's a pick-me girl, oh, I'm a girl's girl, that's literally you being ignorant in a way that I don't understand the problem, but I see there is a problem. So I think it's time to address it. And after a video like this, you just cannot simply go with your life and be ignorant of that. So what helped me to stop being in a competition with other women? First of all, women are like flowers. You don't want a lilac to become a rose because both of the flowers, they are unique, they are special. They are beautiful in their own ways. So you don't want a rose to become a lilac or vice versa. And why should you? And the same goes with women. We are like flowers. Each of us is unique. Each of us is different. And each of us is beautiful, okay? Why would you want to become someone else? Going from that, you cannot become anyone else. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You cannot just go and live in someone else's body. You cannot work out to the point when you look exactly the same and your face is exactly the same, no matter how many surgeries you're gonna do. Sweetheart, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you will never be able to become someone else. But no one in this world can also become you as well, no matter how hard they try. So you don't even have to worry about them copying you and not acknowledging that that's because of you. They get complimented or something. They do it as if, look at me, I'm so confident. But they never acknowledge that that's not theirs opinion, that that's not theirs habit, you know? And it's so obvious for me. And when I sit there and they don't say, hey, I saw this, or hey, like, I remember you told this, or oh, I'm so grateful you taught me this. And then there is this one person sitting there and being like, yeah. Ugh. So it's also your sign to acknowledge other women, to tell them when they look beautiful, to comment them when you think the picture is mesmerizing, to ask, what perfume are you wearing? And then the next time you're like, oh my God, literally you smell so good that I had to buy it. It actually reminds me of this song. You know how to put on a show, but at the end of it, I'm gonna be the one thing. Oh no, it's not disrespect. We're not even in the same race. First place. Anyway, you got it. You are in your own lane. You can walk, you can run, you can stargaze. No matter what you're gonna do, there is no one running with you, so you're gonna eventually win. And no matter when it's gonna happen. Actually, I think there is even no finish line, so why even caring about that in the first place? Let's talk about something that I genuinely kind of freak out about. The fact that a lot of women look the same. Sometimes it looks that they show the same picture from Pinterest and they have the same hairstyle and somehow it changes them to looking exactly the same. I don't think it's bad, you know, and I'm definitely think there are some people that can enhance by going blonde their personality and they look different, but somehow in the college all the girls my age look the same when they are blonde. And I think that's because apart from showing the same picture from Pinterest to their hairstylist, they also shop at the same store, wear the same Uggs, have the same Stanley Cup, use the same Rhode lipstick, and have the same Sol de Janeiro perfume. There is something about it being scary, just how when I sit in a big room and I just look around and I'm trying to observe people, you know, and I sit there and I'm like, why there is nothing special about them? And it's not in a bad way. It's literally my curiosity asking why there is nothing special about them. Where is their energy? Where is the aura? Literally only after observing how people look the same and how they behave the same, and even though they are completely different, there is still something about them that makes them the same. That made me realize that energy matters. What you bring in the room, how you dress yourself, how you present yourself matters. Isn't it scary that this world makes it look the same, especially with the TikTok and Instagram and all the influencers sharing whatever they use. Isn't it convenient for this world to have all the people just the same? Because if you trust people enough to be in your bathroom and have all their stuff on your shelves, to go to the same doctors and have the same hair, that means that you're going to trust them enough with your values and beliefs and their opinions. And you're going to take their opinions and make them yours. And it's funny for me when I sit and try to have a conversation with a woman and they use the phrase from a Pinterest that I learned when I was 10 years old. It's not even relevant. It's the same thing as books about positive mindset. We all know it doesn't work. We all know that it's outdated. I don't think there is anything bad in it. It's just, I believe that there are women that see no competition in others. I believe that there are big influencers that are empowering women and that perceive them as sisters. I know such women, but somehow still most of them, 80% of the internet, is all about impressing others and teaching girls to impress others. Another thing is that men don't get women. Okay? Oh, I'm a pick me girl because guys get better and they are not competitive with me and all that stuff. I was there. I was there. Even though I know that that's true, like there is no competition with guys, there was still something in me that always wanted to have girlfriends because they get what is a period. They get the pain. They get what it feels like to be in your luteal phase. They get what it feels like when you're ovulating. They get when it hurts. They just get it. Men don't. Men don't get it when you're pregnant. Okay, that's why we need women. We need sisters around because we are the only ones that can get each other. And then jealousy is not good, okay? If you're like this spiritual baddie and all about like vibration and frequency and manifestation, you see, when you're jealous, what are you feeling? Exactly, something unpleasant. Your body does not like the feeling of jealousy. And when you sit and when you see on the internet a woman that went to this beautiful spa resort and you're like, damn, I wish I was there. I am jealous. Like, what is she doing? She probably just married a rich man and all that stuff, like all your jealousy kicks in. Your body doesn't feel pleasant. And because of that, your body perceives your dream life as a threat. And your body is not stupid. It's going to protect you from your own dream life. You're not going to get there because why would you get somewhere where you feel so unpleasant? Your body just wants you to survive, aka protect you from unpleasant feelings. So next time you're sitting and just being jealous of someone because they have this, because they talk to those people, because they are over there, ask yourself, do I want my jealousy to stop me from being where they are? If I got snap fingers, would I like to be at the spa resort or have healthy romantic relationships or earn that much money? If the answer is yes, then hey, you're stopping yourself from going there. And now that we are like, okay, we understand why we are competing, we understand what to do, what mindset to have to not compete with others. Let's imagine that you're a mentally healthy woman, right? You're still gonna meet a lot of jealous girls, just like I regularly do, just catching those eyes. It's not satisfying knowing that I smile to you genuinely, but I don't think you're genuine in return, Now that we are like too mentally healthy, we have to have the balance back. And for that, I want you to let your shadow self out. Ooh, become a villain. If people are jealous of you, if people are perceiving you as a threat, if people are looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? You're literally here to show off and to catch everyone's attention. You know what? Yes, I do deserve to be your competitor because I'm sorry, you are not even a competition. But if you perceive me as a competition, I guess that's a compliment. Let your shadow self out. Be okay with people perceiving you as a threat. If they are jealous of you, you don't have to change them. You don't have to explain them anything. Your world revolves around you and your world comes within you. You are not responsible for their emotions, for their feelings, for whatever they know, okay? I think it's very important to understand that you don't have to be a girl's girl to love women. Being respectful and being kind is not expensive. You don't have to pay for that so much. Being a decent human being is free. So please use that, okay? Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant because yes, I am very fed up with that. I hope that at least something clicked inside your brain. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye!